Welcome to the IM2 video lecture on transformation PowerPoint lecture. The learning target is for you to understand the different transformations of geometric shapes. The two success criteria that you should be able to do by the end of today's lesson is for you to name basic geometric shapes, identify transformations of geometric shapes. We'll start off with looking at some vocab. These are your basic geometric shapes. There are 4 columns that you need to set up: the name, the book definition, a picture, then write your own definition. Writing your own definition is very important because it helps you better understand the vocab. We'll start off with a point. A point has no dimensions and it is represented by a dot. The picture is a dot with a letter, and we can call that point A. A line will connect 2 points together that extend without end. Here you see that there are 2 points, point A and point B. They exist on this line. You can call this line in 3 ways. Line L, and this L is a fancy L, it curves. You can also call it line AB. How it looks like is you write the letter A and B with the line on top of it with arrows going to both sides. Or you can call it line BA. It's the same thing. Notice what it means by extending without end is that on both ends there are arrows. Segment. A segment is like a line that stops. It has 2 endpoints like this. Notice a line has the arrows at the ends that point, and that tells you it goes without end. A segment stops. That's why it's called endpoints. And the way you can write that is you can write that as A, B, and notice you just put a line here without the arrows. Array. Array is a line with 1 endpoint and extends towards one direction. So notice here the endpoint can be A because it stops and it goes to B. That's where the arrow is. On the bottom, it actually starts on B, then it goes towards A without end. The way you can write this is you can write this as ray AB, or you can write this AB with the ray symbol here. The ray symbol has an endpoint, then the arrowhead there. You can also, on the bottom, you can write this as ray BA. And you can write BA with the ray on top. Notice the first letter is where it starts. So that's where the endpoint is. So this goes from A to B, and this goes from B to A. An angle. An angle are 2 rays connected from the same endpoint. Looks like this. Notice that here it all starts from this endpoint. You can call this an endpoint. That is also called a vertex. The ray that comes out is ray AC and ray AB. This is called an angle. You can call this by just its vertex, like angle A, or you can call it by a number, like angle 1. Most of the time, we use 3 letters to name an angle. So here you could call it BAC, or you can call it CAB. Notice when I name it, I follow along the shape. So CAB would work, but I cannot say angle CBA. This is wrong because I cannot go from CBA. Doesn't work that way. So this is your basic geometric shapes. Let's take a look at the vocab check. Please answer the following questions about this figure. Please pause the video and try it. First question. How many points are there? Can you name all the points? There are 5 points. Point H, which is right here. Point E, point G, point F, and point J. Next question. How many lines are there? There are 2 lines. And remember, based on the definition, a line connects 2 points. So what are the 2 points that connect and make a line? The first one, we can say line E connects E to line F. And then the other one is line H to G. Next, how many rays do you see? There are 4 rays. They all start from J. So JE, so starts from J to E. JG, JF, and JH. Those are your 4 rays. How many angles do you see? There are 4 angles. The first one I can write as E, J, G. And I can write also G, J, F. Then I can write F, J, H. Then H, J, E. Those are your 4 angles. Let's take a look at the next vocab. This is non-rigid transformation. A transformation is defined by the process of moving or changing a figure in some way. If you take a look here, the pre-image is the old original figure. Here, you can see it as the ABC. So you can call this triangle ABC. The arrow there represents, the blue arrows represents a transformation to this new image. The new image, we call that image. The example is triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Notice the new image has this symbol here with this symbol on top. That is called the prime symbol. That's why I call this A prime, B prime, C prime. This is considered the prime symbol. There are 3 main types of non-rigid transformation. The translation, which slides the object. A reflection, which flips the object. And rotation, which turns the object. We're going to do what I notice and what I wonder. What do you notice or wonder about all 3 transformations? A question that I would like to ask you. What does the size of the shape change during any of these form transformation? Does any size of the shape change? No. None of the shape size change. So we can say by definition, the location changes, but not the size or shape. That is the definition of a non-rigid transformation. Let's look at an example on identifying the transformation. You're going to answer the following questions about this figure. What transformation takes you from point S to point Q? Go from this point to this point. Okay. We can say that it is actually translating, so it moves across the line SQ. What transformation will take you from angle PRS, so PRS, to angle WRS? So you're going from here to here. You can say it is reflecting. So it reflects right here. I can draw the reflection line. It's going to reflect across that point R. Is there any other transformation that takes you from angle PRS to angle WRQ? Yes, you can actually rotate it. You can rotate this angle of PRS right here to angle WRQ with 180 degrees. So if I tell you that angle PRQ is 40 degrees, what is the angle of WRQ? That's going to be also 40 degrees. And that is it for the video lecture on transformation.